Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Forbidden God channel. Here you will see the top best 5 player of deck analysis of the weekend tournament of God Unchained. If you like the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and get notification when a new video is out. The weekend tournament of God Unchained on December 16, 2022 is now over. Let's now show you the top 5 best player and their best deck they have played on last weekend tournament of God Unchained. Number 5, EREVOS SenseiSJ, ID 9349888. 5. EREVOS SenseiSJ. That player have won 16 match on last weekend tournament on 18 match. He have played with all different god, not light god. The most played deck is Aggro Deception, 39 win, 29 lose, 57.4% of win rate. The cost of the deck is $216.86 in USD. Now let's see what we have inside of the deck. Dark Knives, Spell, cost 1, give +3 strength to a friendly creature. That's a powerful spell that costs only 1 to boost a creature of +3 strength. Powerful, I love it. Marchiv, Relic, 1 attack, 5 durability, cost 1. God Blitz, Flank. So in that case, you can attack a creature right away or a god right away. And you have Flank, so if you attack already a creature, you can attack the god right away. And this is a popular card that play in Deception, included in Dark Knife. Stone Skin Poison. Spell. Cost 1. Give order +3 and burn +2 to a creature. Order +3. Make the creature not usable, so cannot attack, cannot defend. Frontline is unuseful because the creature is like not existing. Ability doesn't use, not targetable by any spell, or some spell is targetable limb. Burn +2, at the end of each turn, it deals 2 damage before the regen. That's powerful and popular as well. Switch Duelist. Creature. 3 attack, 1 health. Cost 1. Item for 1 turn. At the end of each turn, swap this creature's strength and health. That's a powerful creature because when you play it on the battlefield at the first time, the first turn is item, so it cannot be targeted, cannot be attacked, cannot be nothing only by random attack or random spell targeting creature. Armor Lurker. Creature 3/1. Cost 2. Item Armor 2. After this creature loses item, remove 1 armor from it. That's a powerful creature because when you cast it on the field is item and armor 2. So you don't attack, it's keep the 2 armor. Second fact I love with that creature, the first time you attack it with him, because it's item, it keep the 2 armor for the first attack. And after that is lose item. And after that is lose 1 armor. So after the first attack is like powerful for the first attack. So the first attack have 2 armor. Interesting and awesome. Popular for every deception god. Assassin's Aim. Spell. Cost 2. Give +3 attack -1 health to a friendly creature. At the end of your turn, give it item. That's a powerful spell because you boost the creature of +3 strength and you give -1 health. The most important part, after you use that creature to attack the god or a creature, at the end of the turn it becomes item. So I suggest you to attack the god, and after that the creatures become not targetable. Useful and powerful as well, and also popular for all deception god. Umber Arrow. Spell. Cost 2. Gain control of an enemy creature with strength or 2 or less until end of turn. So with that spell, you gain control of a small creature of 2 strength or less, and I suggest you to attack one of his enemy creature to kill that creature as well. Blade Borrower. Creature 2/1. Cost 3. Echo. War. Give -2 strength to an enemy creature. That's a powerful creature that can be in combo with Umber Harrow because it gives -2 strength to a 4 creature strength, give -2 strength go a 2 strength, you steal it, and you can attack a creature. And it have also Echo, so you gain a copy of that creature that costs 1 and 1/1, and do the same thing, -2 strength to an enemy creature, and that copy is soulless. Bound by her will. Spell. Cost 3. Take control of an enemy creature with strength of 1 or less. That also a powerful combo with Blade Borrower, because when you have a creature that have strength of 1 or less, you can steal it. And this is not until end of turn. Lady Marcella. Creature. 3/3. Cost 3. War. Summon 2 rogue scholars with deadly. Afterlife. Summon 2 rogue scholars with deadly for your opponent. I like that creature because it summons you 2 deadly creature on your board, and you wish that creature doesn't die because you don't want to give deadly creature to your opponent. Liturgy Mage. Creature 3/2, cost 3, War. Give -1 strength to each enemy creature. That's a powerful creature because it reduces the strength of all enemy creature by 1. Ronelan Street Slinker. Creature 4/2, cost 3, Backline, and Iden. That creature, I love it because it's backline. So while you have a creature on the board, frontline or no frontline, you need to kill those creatures before you can attack that creature. And I love it because it's item, so it can be targetable for nothing, only by random enemy creature targeted. Surprise Delivery spell cost 3, summon 3/02 explosive barrel for your opponent with burn 1. Order 10, and Afterlife deal 2 damage to your god. With burn 1, at the end of each turn of your opponent, you deal 1 damage to this barrel. Order 10, this barrel cannot do nothing, cannot attack, cannot do nothing. Just be there and lose a slot of a creature. The second legendary of the card after Lady Marcella is Pietro Maybe Bandit. Creature 1/1, cost 4. War. Summon 2 random 1 mana war creature, then give item to each friendly creature. That's a powerful spell because when you have a lot of tiny creature, you summon 2 1 mana cost war creature, and you give item to all other creature, including all your friendly creature, and the next turn cannot be targeted. Pyramid Warden. Creature 2/6. Cost 2. Frontline. Afterlife, your opponent summon a random creature from their board. It's a popular card for frontline creature because you have 6 elf for costing 2 mana. Perfect. Frontline creature is a creature that you need to attack it first before attacking any other creature on the board and before attacking the god life. Feral Shapeshifter. Creature 4/4. Cost 4. Item for 1 turn. War. Deal 1 damage to an enemy creature. That creature is item for 1 turn when you cast it. So in case it cannot be targeted for nothing, only by 1 enemy creature targeted. And the war, it deal 1 damage to an enemy creature. So you can select the creature you want to deal the 1 damage. Little Prowler. Creature 5/5 that costs 5. You can't attack. On start turn, after another friendly creature attack and the target survive, this creature also attack that target. Is a useful creature because when you have a creature on the board that you cannot kill at the first hit, you play that creature on the board and you attack a creature, and this creature will attack right away. On spur turn for a second attack. Reflection Elementalist. Creature 3/4, cost 5, ward, war. Transform a friendly creature into a reflection elementalist. This is a powerful card because it's transform a low cost creature you have into a 3/4 reflection elementalist. Sneaky Bruiser. Creature 6/4, cost 5, item for 1 turn. That's a powerful card because it's item for 1 turn, so it's not targetable for 1 turn. And it's powerful because it's 6/4. The creator have 68 match at 57.4% of win rate. The overall is the same thing. So number 5 is the low cost deck I found for the top 5 best player. Now let's see the next player. Number 4, Swallie DE, ID 272724. Swallie DE, ID 272724. Like you can see, that player have won 16 match on last weekend tournament. Yafle only Nature God. The most played deck is Control Nature. 10 win, 1 lose, 90.9% of win rate. The cost of the deck is $2,463.94 USD. Let's see what we have inside of the deck. Black Jaguar, Creature, 3/3, cost 2, Confuse, Regen 1. Confused creature can follow your order at 50% of following it. So in case you have 50% to do your order, 50% to attack another valid target you want. And regen 1, you gain 1 health at the end of your turn after the burn damage. Compose Charm. Spell. Cost 2. Heal your god for 10. If you have 8 cards in your board, add a random nature card into your hand. That's a powerful spell because you heal your god for 10 health, and then if you have 8 cards in your board, so in case in your graveyard when a creature die or spell is used, go to the void. In the case you add a random nature card into your hand. That can be a card that is not the card you have inside of your collection, can be a card outside of your deck. That's interesting. Fey Flame Blade, Relic, 1 attack, 4 durability, cost 2, Blitz, Twin Strike, War, target creature become confused. War is an ability that is made when the card is played, so its target creature become confused. I stress you to select your enemy creature. Blitz can attack a creature right away. Twin Strike can attack 2 times the same creature or 2 different creature. Never attack 2 times the god, just 1 time. Underbrush Boar, creature, 3/3, cost 2, confuse. At the end of your turn, Underbrush Boar is summoned, attack a random enemy creature. That's a powerful creature because at the end of the turn of your turn you summon it, is attack a random creature at the end of your turn 1 time. What I don't like is the confuse. So when you say attack that creature, you can decide to attack another target. Lightning Strike. Spell. Cost 3. Deal 6 damage to the strongest enemy creature. That's a powerful spell because when you see a strong enemy creature at 6 health, you do that card and you kill it right away. Fallen Star. Spell. Cost 5. Give burn plus 6 to your opponent's strongest creature and summon 3 1 attack 2 elf badgers with confuse and give them plus 1 strength. I love that spell because it gives plus 6 burn to a strongest enemy creature. So at the end of the enemy turn, it deals 6 damage to that creature. And also summon you 3 Badger at 2 attack, 2 health with Confuse. It is very useful. Veil Warden Minotaur. Creature 4/5, cost 5. Afterlife. When this creature die or go to the void, heal your god for 3. Add a random 7 mana cost wild creature to your end also. It's a powerful card because you heal your god for 3 health, but the most interesting fact is give you a wild creature that costs 7 mana costs. Sudden Bloom. Spell. Cost 6. Give +4/+4 to a random friendly creature, and if you are Frenzy, when you deal damage to the enemy before doing that card, it'll also give Overkill to that creature, so the over damage done to the target creature is dealt to the split to the different creature on the board or the god enemy, and Twin Strike can attack 2 times the same creature, or 1 time the god, 1 time the creature, or 2 different creature. But for the overkill is so useful and powerful. With Twin Strike also, I love that spell. I want it for my deck. The Hunt. Spell. Cost 6. Deal 8 damage randomly split among all enemy creature. That's my favorite spell because it deals 8 damage to a random creature, and also if you have the calculation of 8 health for all the creature on the enemy side, you can kill all of them. Seasonal Rebirth. Cost 7. Deal 15 damage to each enemy creature, and your opponent summon a 1/1 walking plan for each creature damaged by this effect. That's a useful spell because it can kill a powerful creature at highest strength and highest health, and give a little tiny 1/1 creature that heals its health at the end of Afterlife. Vinebound Jotun. Creature, 10 attack, 12 health, cost 8, overkill. The over damage split to all random enemy creature or god. War, deal 3 damage to each other creature. So when he's entered on the battlefield, it deal 3 damage to all other creature. So in case not itself, but all creature on the board. Your creature and the enemy creature. Dionysus the Bountiful. First legendary inside of the deck. Creature 8/8. Cost 9. War. Add 7 random nature card to your end. Set their cost to 1. Deal 4 damage to each enemy character as well. That's a card I found overpowered for nature. Why? Because you add 7 random nature card when you spend 9 mana cost. And that 7 random card nature costs only 1 mana. So next turn you can use all those 7 cards. And also, it deals 4 damage to all enemy creature and also 4 damage to the enemy god. It's so powerful. 3 ability in 9 mana. Vanguard Axewoman. Creature 2/2. Cost 1. Blitz. That creature attack a creature right away when it's summoned inside of the board. Martyr of White Plain. Creature. 2/2. Cost 3. Frontline. While this creature is in your void, after a friendly creature die, pull it to your end and summon this creature with Soulless. That creature is frontline, so protect all your creature not frontline and backline. Protect your elf. When this creature is in your void, so when it's dead, when you have your first friendly creature die, that friendly creature return to your end, and you summon that Martyr of White Plant from the void with Celeste. So that's mean that creature doesn't return to the void, is go away of the game. That's powerful. Feral Shapeshifter. Creature. 4/4. Cost 4. Item for 1 turn. War. Deal 1 damage to an enemy creature. That creature I love it because it's item for 1 turn, not targeted for not spell, or only from random enemy creature spell like Canopy Barrage. And War deal also 1 damage to a select creature. That's powerful. Blade of White Plane. Creature 3/3. Cost 5. Once per turn, after a weaker enemy creature is destroyed, draw a card. War. Destroy an enemy creature with 3 strength or less. That's a powerful card because once per turn, the weaker creature you destroy, you draw a card. And when it's entered the battlefield, you also destroy an enemy creature that have strength of 3 or less. Demogorgon. Creature. 4/6. Cost 7. Leech. You gain health for each damage done by this creature. At the end of your turn, you deal 3 damage to a random sleeping enemy creature. So at the end of your turn, you deal 3 damage to a sleeping enemy creature. Very useful because when the enemy player creature is sleeping at the first turn, war, all other creatures go to sleep. So when this creature enters the battlefield, all creature instead of know this one go to sleep, but this one goes to sleep right away when you cast it. So all creature go to sleep. Tariel the Fallen, the second legendary inside of the deck. 6 attack, 9 health, 7 mana cost. War. Duel 3 Taric cultists. I think they're 1/1 or 2/2. And they also have an ability like +2/+2 when they enter the battlefield, or any other interesting ability. You need to read it, each of them. I suggest you strongly. The creator I've played 11 match and won 90.9 percentage of win rate. In overall, 25 match has been played. 76 percentage of win rate for that deck. I find it expensive, but is very powerful for that cost. So now let's see the next player. Number 3, ONU RKN question mark double S, ID 49488. Number 3, ONU RKN question mark double S, ID 49488. That number 3 player have won 16 match on last weekend tournament. They have played with the 6 different god. The most played deck is Control War, 28 win, 7 lose, 80% of win rate. The cost of the deck is $3,024.86 USD. Let's see what we have inside of the deck. Savage Strike. Spell. Cost 1. Deal 1 damage to each creature. Empower 2, then deal 2 damage to an enemy creature. So that spell costs 1 for deal 1 damage to each creature. And when you click on the right corner of the card and click Empower 2, you pay 3 mana instead, and you deal 2 damage to one creature and 1 damage to each creature included itself as well. Wolfcut Vanguard 3/1 creature cost 2 Blitz empower 2 give twin strike and +2 health to this creature. So when it costs 2, you have Blitz, so you can attack the one creature right away. When you pay the Empower at the right corner of the card, and you pay the Empower, it costs 4 mana. In that case, this creature becomes 3/3, can attack 2 time creature, the same one, or 2 different creature, or 1 time the god and 1 time the creature next turn. But you have Blitz, so you can attack all the creature on the board right away. So 2 creature on the board. That's powerful and useful. And then to war. Spell, cost 3. Pick one. Remove protected and ward from a creature, then deal 2 damage to it. Or obliterate the damage it creature. If you have 5 or more creature on your board, do both. So when you have more creature on your board, you can do both effect. If not, you can remove protected and ward, so in case the first damage protected and ability, the first spell or ability done is cancel, you can remove that to that creature and deal 2 damage to it as well. Or you obliterate that creature is that damaged creature. So if the creature already gets 1 damage on him, you can obliterate that creature. So that means is outside of the void and outside of the game. Odi Valkas Erol. First legendary of the deck. Creature 3/2. Cost 3. Protected. That creature first damage is removed and protected. After this creature attack your opponent god, so when you attack the opponent god, is reduce the cost of a random highest mana cost creature in your hand by 1. So the highest mana cost creature in your hand become reduce the cost by 1. Randomly which creature? Devouring Blade. Relic. 4 attack, 1 durability. 4 mana cost. God Blitz. Afterlife. Destroy a random creature. That's an excellent relic because it can attack the god right away. The afterlife, when this relic is destroy a random creature. Be aware that destroy random creature can be your own creature as well. So be careful when you play that relic to kill a creature from the opponent side. You need to have no creature on your side. Or you'll be lucky. Magic Missile Launcher. Relic. 3 attack, 2 durability. Cost 4. Blitz. Afterlife. Deal 2 damage to 2 random creatures and heal you got for 4. So that relic can attack a creature right away when you cast it 1 time. And when that relic is destroyed, it deals 2 damage to 2 random creatures and also heal you got for 4 health. Very useful and powerful. Carnage Sweep. Spell. Cost 5. Deal 2 damage to all creature, or, if you have a relic equipped, remove 3 durability from that relic, and you destroy all creatures instead. Can be yours as well for both effect. Soul Survivor. Spell. Cost 6. Give +3 strength to one of your creature, then deal its strength as damage to each other creature. Be aware, if you have 2 creatures on the board, the second creature be damaged by Soul Survivor as well. So think if you have 1 creature on the board to boost it and do Soul Survivor will be very useful and powerful. Avatar of War, second legendary of the deck. Creature 8/8, cost 8. Leech. When the damage is done from that creature, you give that damage health to health your health. War. When that creature enters on the battlefield, do that effect. Equip a relic, certain flame blade, with 5 attack and 2 durability. Also have God Blades, who can attack the god's health right away when summoned. And also, after you attack, you heal your god for 5. So you heal your god for 5 health every time he's attacked, so 2 times. Anagreus Demon Prince, third legendary of the deck. Creature, 12 attack, 7 health, 9 cost. God Blitz can attack the gods right away when is summoned. After this creature is destroyed, another creature, so when it kill another creature, you obliterate instead, so it doesn't go to the void. When that creature enters the battlefield, deal 6 damage to each enemy creature. So it deals 6 damage to all enemy creature. Very say here, enemy creature. Interesting and powerful. I love that card. Leviathan Hunter. Creature. 2/1. Cost 1. War. When is entered the battlefield, you equip a 1 attack, 1 durability barbed hook. If you control another Viking instead, you equip a 1 attack, 2 durability barbed hook instead. Encumbered Looter. Creature. 2/1. Cost 2. Item for 1 turn, so cannot be targeted from a spell or attack just by random enemy creature spell for 1 turn only. So next turn is no more item. Afterlife. When this creature die and go to your void, you draw a card. Pyramid Warden. Creature. 2/6. Cost 2. Frontline. Afterlife. Your opponent summon a random creature from their void. Very powerful because you have a 6 health frontline, so in case they need to attack that frontline first before attacking any other creature on the board, backline, or your health. Martyr of White Plant. Creature. 2/2. Cost 3. Frontline. While this creature is in your void, after a friendly creature die, pull it to your end and summon this creature with Soulless. So when that creature enter the battlefield, is frontline, so everybody want to kill it. And when this creature die, the first creature on your board die, return to your end, and this creature to 2 return back on the field at with Soulless, so it doesn't return on the board, just removed from the game, and when it's died. Very powerful and useful. Blade of White Plane. Creature. 3/3. Cost 5. Once per turn, after a weaker enemy creature is destroyed, draw a card. When this creature enters the battlefield, you destroy an enemy creature with strength of 3 or less. So you select the weaker creature, you destroy it, and you draw a card right away when it's casted. Demo Gargan. Creature. 4/6. Cost 7. Leech. You gain health for the number of damage this creature dealt. At the end of your turn, it deals 3 damage to a random sleeping enemy creature. So when the enemy have a sleeping creature, you deal 3 damage to this creature at the end of your turn. When this creature enters the battlefield, all of the creatures go to sleep. This one is sleeping for sure, but all other one is also sleeping, included yours. Teriel the Fallen, the last legendary inside of the deck, the fourth legendary of the deck. Creature, 6/9, cost 7, War. So when this creature enters the battlefield, you dwell 3 Etheric cultists. So that's mean you see 3 different Etheric cultists 3 times because you need to select 3 different cultist power with different ability. So three you select between 3 different Etheric cultist ability 3 times. Powerful and useful. And you put it inside of your hand. That deck have a creature matches 35. overall win rate 80%. Now let's talk about the number 2 player. Number 2, Dilemmia, ID 4258298. Number 2, Dilemmia, ID 4258298. That player I've won 16 match also on the last weekend tournament. You have played only Death's God, Heirloom Death. The most played deck is Heirloom Death. 1119 win, 105 lose, 53.1 percentage of win rate. That deck costs lowest $503.74 USD. Let's see what we have inside of the deck. No legendary like you can see. Blight Bomb. Spell. Cost 1. Destroy a creature with health of 3 or less. That's a useful and powerful spell that costs only 1 to destroy a creature at 3 health. You attack that creature to have until 3 health, and you kill it with that spell right away. Pharaoh Heirloom. Spell. Cost 1. Summon a 1/1 Wretched Vanguard. Or you pay Empower 2 at the right side of the card. Also, you summon a 2/2 Vile Reaver. So the Vile Reaver is 2/2 burn 1, and the Wretched Vanguard is a 1/1 that die and deal 1 damage to each god. That's a powerful card because it costs only 3 to have 2 creatures on the board. Priestess of Taka. That's a powerful card for Anubian because that's a creature 2/2 that costs only 1, and whenever another Anubian die, you deal 2 damage to your opponent god. That is a combo with Pharaoh Alum because the both creature is Anubian. Ragnarok Spell, cost 1, deal 3 damage to each god, and give burn +3 to each creature. Well, that is powerful because your goal is to kill your own creature, so you deal 3 damage to each god, and you kill your own creature at the end of the turn, and you deal 2 damage to everybody. Raving Necromancer. Another combo with the Priestess of Taka. Creature, 2/2, costs 1. After an Anubian die, you steal 1 health from your opponent god, so you steal 1 health. That means you deal 1 damage to your opponent god, and you gain 1 health. Powerful and useful with all Anubian deck. Vile Weaver, let's see what we have here. It's a 2/2 creature, cost 1. It's also Blitz. I say burn 1, but I forget it's Blitz also. So you can attack a creature right away when this came in on the board. Roaring Scarab. Creature 1/1, cost 2. Afterlife. Both player draw 2 card. So when that creature die, both player draw 2 cards. This is, I think, for have your Raving Necromancer and your Priestess of the Cavalry faster. Curse of Greed. Spell. Cost 2. Destroy an enemy creature with cost of 3 or less. When you empower it and pay 2 more mana at the right side of the card, so 4 mana, you add a Pharaoh Heirloom to your hand. So in case you put that spell in your hands to summon 2 creatures that cost 3. Dangerous Ritual. Spell. Cost 2. Deal 4 damage to each god, and you also draw a card. Because you have Raving Necromancer, you gain 1 health every time an Anubian dies, so you don't care about damage each god. Skull Scepter. Relic. 0 attack, 1 durability. Cost 2. After one of your creatures die, you deal 1 damage to your opponent god. That's the third card for combo with Raving Necromancer and Priestess of Taka because anytime a creature die, you deal 1 damage to your opponent god also. Wicked Fae. Creature. 2/2. Cost 2. War. Destroy an enemy creature with 1 health and summon a 1/1 Impling. So when that creature enter on the board, and you have a creature enemy that have 1 health, you kill it, and you summon a 1/1 impling on your side of the board. End of Abyss. Creature 1/2, cost 3. War. Summon a random 1 mana Anubian from your void. Can be your Priestess of Taka, Raving and Necromancer in this particular situation you want when is entered the board. Empower. Cost 1 mana more. You add a Pharaoh Alum to your end also. So you add another Pharaoh Alum. Very useful. Reach into the black. Spell, cost 3, summon 3/1 random 1 mana Anubian from your board, so you wish that you're summoning Raving Necromancer and Princess of Taka to make sure you return it back your combo. Land of the Dead. Spell, cost 6. Summon up to 6 1 mana Anubian from your void and give them Solace. So you wish you return back Raving Necromancer and Prince of Tataka or any Anubian and you kill the player. Blade of White Plant. Creature 3/3, cost 5. Once per turn after a recurring enemy creature is destroyed, draw a card. When this creature enters on the board, you destroy a creature with 3 strength or less. Powerful and useful with that Anubian deck, and is also an Anubian. That creature have played 224 match, win 53.1 percentage of win rate. The overall is the same thing. Now let's see the best player, number one player of the last weekend tournament. Number one best player, endgame, ID 4207600. Number one best player of last weekend tournament, endgame, ID 4207600. That player also win 16 match on last weekend tournament. Yav play with 4 different god, not light, not death. The most play god is Control Deception. 18 win, 10 lose, 64.3 percentage of win rate. Let's see now. The cost of the deck is $2,189.38 USD. Let's see what we have inside of the deck. Chief, Relic. 1 attack, 5 durability. Cost 1. God Blitz and Flank. So it can attack the god right away when it's put it in on the board. Flank. When the first creature attack a creature or a god, the flank can pass through over the front line to attack the god right away. Orfeo, Champion of Deception. The first legendary of the deck. Creature 1/1, cost 1, backline, deadly, item for 1 turn. After you play a card, play this creature to the board if it is in your hand. So that creature is backline. So they need to kill all creature on the board and front line before attack the backline. Deadly. The first damage done by this creature, the creature die right away. Idle for 1 turn. So this creature, when it's idle, so no, it cannot be targeted by attack, spell, only random enemy creature spell. And when you play a card the first turn, and you have that creature in your end, that creature go in the board for free. Interesting and powerful. Passion Pickpocket. Creature 1/3, cost 1, flank, order 3. After this creature order reach 0, add a copy of a random card in your opponent end to your end. So this creature is flank. So when your first creature attack a creature or the front line, that creature can pass over the front line and attack the health of the god. Order 3. That creature wait each turn when is end of the turn to remove 1 order. This creature cannot attack, cannot defend, cannot do nothing for Order 3. And when the order reaches 0, you add a copy of the random card in the end of your opponent and put it in your hand. Powerful and useful. I like it and it's popular. Stone Skin Poison. Spell. Cost 1. Give order +3 and burn +2 to a creature. I love that spell because it gives order +3 and burn +2 to a creature. So the creature is become unuseful and burn +2 deal 2 damage at the end of the turn before the regen. That's the most important fact you need to know. Burn occur before regen. Switch Duelist. Creature. 3 attack, 1 health. Cost 1. Item for 1 turn. So it's item. Not targetable for attack. Spell only by random enemy creature spell. At the end of each turn, swap this creature's strength and health. So it's become 3 health, 1 attack at the end of your turn. Armor Lurker. Creature. 3/1. Cost 2. Item. Armor 2. After this creature loses item, remove 1 armor from it. So this creature is not item for 1 turn. So at the next turn, it keep item. When you attack with it the first time, it lose item. But the interesting fact is the first time you attack with this, you have armor 2. And when you lose the item, this is where you lose the armor after the attack. Very useful and powerful. Begwilling Blade. Creature. 1/1. Cost 2. Echo. War. This creature steals the strength of 1 from the strongest enemy creature. So that creature become a 2/1 with stealing the strength of 1 enemy creature. So -1 strength to the enemy creature, +1 strength to this creature. Echo. You gain a copy of that creature that costs 1 and is a 1/1 that do the same effect. Unchained Trap. Spell. Cost 2. Deal damage to a creature equal to that creature's strength. This spell is so powerful and popular, I see it every time when I play versus Deception. Umber Arrow. Spell. Cost 2. Gain control of an enemy creature with strength or 2 or less until the end of turn. So you steal the enemy creature of strength of 2 or less, and you sacrifice it versus another enemy creature. So that's very useful and powerful. Blade Borrower. Creature. 2/1. Cost 3. Echo. War. Give -2 strength to an enemy creature. So you play that card for 3 mana, give -2 strength to an enemy creature, and you get a copy of that creature that costs 1, become a 1/1 creature, and give -2 strength for another 1 mana cost. Very powerful and popular. Bound by Will. Spell. Cost 3. Take control of an enemy creature with strength of 1 or less. With that Blade Borrower or Big Glowing Blade, you reduce the strength of the enemy creature so you can gain control of the enemy creature. Cutthroat Insight. Spell. Cost 5. Target opponent reveal their hand, and you pull one of their card into your hand. So you steal one card of the opponent hand. Very powerful and useful. Rapture Dance, another popular card for all Deception I play versus. Spell, cost 6. Deal damage to each enemy creature equal to the number of the enemy creature on the board. Very useful versus aggro deck. Martyr of White Plant. Creature. 2/2. Cost 3. Frontline. While this creature is in your void, after a friendly creature die, pull it to your end, and summon this creature with Soulless. So that creature go to your board the first time. Protect your elf. Die. Go to the void. When the first creature that you have cast next turn die, that creature return to your end. The Martyr Wild Plant go to the board with Soulless who cannot return back to the void. Blade of White Plant. Creature. 3/3. cost 5. Once per turn, after a weaker enemy creature is destroyed, draw a card. When that creature enters in the board, you destroy an enemy creature with strength of 3 or less. That's powerful because you can kill the weaker enemy creature when it's entered the board and you draw your first card. Reflection Elementalist. Creature 3/4. Cost 5. Ward. The first ability or spell is Conceal, so in case it's unuseful on him. War. When it's entered the battlefield, transform a friendly creature into a Reflection Elementalist, so you transform it to a 3/4. Sirius Arbiter of the Trial. Second legendary of the deck. That creature is 5/5, cost 6. While this creature is in your hand, its mana cost is 6, minus each point of health your gods has lost below 10. So at below 10 health, this creature reduces mana cost. And below your 10 health, when you cast a creature, you return back to 10 health. Be careful because it's war, so when it's entered the battlefield, set your guard to health to 10. That's mean when you have 30 health, that guard put your health to 10. So be careful when you play this creature. Demo Gargan, creature 4/6, cost 7, leech, deal damage and you gain that damage in health as well. At the end of each turn, deal 3 damage to a random sleeping enemy creature. Very useful. And when that creature enters on the board, all other creatures go to sleep, including yours. Tariel the Fallen, the third legendary and the last card of the deck. Creature 6/9, cost 7. When is entered the battlefield, you dwell 3 terroric cultists. That means you choose one terrorist cultist between 3 times, with 3 different abilities. The creator have played 28 match, won 64.3% of win rate. The overall of the deck on 364 match is 62.4% of win rate. So that's the end of the powerful best player of the last tournament of Weekend God Unchained. Now let's see the conclusion. Thank you for watching Forbidden God channel, the top best 5 player of God Unchained Weekend Tournament of the 16th December 2022. Now, if you like the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and get notification. Now, don't forget to see next week for next weekend tournament top best 5 best player, and I will come in the next video with the best 5 budget deck. So see ya!